How each U.S. state got its name. Part 1. Alabama was named after the Alabama River, which itself was named after the native Alabama tribe. Alaska was named after a word in the native Aleut language, which unfortunately I am unable to pronounce. This word referred to mainland Alaska, since the Aleut people and their language came from these islands, which now bear their name, the Aleutian Islands. Arizona appears to have been named after an old Spanish word, Arizonac, which itself appears to have come from the native O'odham word Alisonac, which means small spring. Although some people apparently think that the name of Arizona comes from the Basque phrase Aritz Ona, which means the good oak. This is because there were a number of Basque settlers in the region when the area was first settled by Europeans. Arkansas is named after the French word Arkansas, which has a C instead of a K. The French word itself was a transliteration of an Algonquin word, Akansa. California's name comes from Spanish explorers who named this region Las Californias after they claimed it for Spain. They may have gotten this name from the fictional story of Queen Calafia from 1510. In the book, Queen Calafia rules over what was then thought to be the island of California. In the book, Queen Calafia fights alongside Muslim leaders, leading some to speculate that her name takes inspiration for the Muslim term for a holy leader, a caliph. Colorado's name also comes from Spanish, roughly translating to colored, which referred to the deep red color of the Colorado River. Connecticut comes from the Algonquin term Connecticut, meaning land on the long river. Delaware is named after the Delaware River, which is in turn named after Lord Delaware, who was the first Governor General of Virginia. Florida was named by the Spanish in 1514, and it roughly means the flowery one. This was a reference to the abundant flowers that the first European settlers saw here. Georgia is the female form of the name George, as Georgia was named after King George II of Great Britain. Hawaii is obviously the native Hawaiian name for itself, but its origins beyond that are less clear. One theory states that the name comes from Hawaii Loa, the mythical discoverer of the Hawaiian Islands. The other theory is that it comes from the term Hawaiki, meaning place of the gods. The history of Idaho's name, however, is a bit of a fiasco, because some people claim that it comes from a made-up native word that European settlers created back in the day. Others say that it comes from the native Shoshone exclamation, Idaho. Illinois comes from the native term Ilanwiwa, which means speak normally. Indiana, on the other hand, is really simple. It literally just means land of the Indians or Indian land. Iowa gets its name from the native Iowa people who inhabited the area before European colonization. Kansas likely gets its name from the same Algonquin word that Arkansas did, Akansa. The origin of Kentucky's name is uncertain, but it may come from an Iroquois word meaning on the meadow.